So while scrolling twitter.com, and yes, I still call it Twitter, I had a tweet pop up that prompted me to make this video because this is something that is more for personal reasons, but the tweet's contents say, in the caption, the UK government doubles down, stating it will continue censoring the internet and plans to introduce new laws to, quote, prevent devastating self-harm material from reaching people of all ages, unquote. In the context of the image in the tweet, online safety laws to strengthen to protect people of all ages from devastating self-harm content. Vulnerable people across the UK will be shielded from the most dangerous content online, as new laws are set to be introduced to prevent devastating self-harm material from reaching people of all ages. Here's why I have a problem with this. First of all, I've seen enough from the UK and I've seen enough of how they're dealing with stuff to understand that they are not going to do this in a positive way. They're going to block all content surrounding self-harm. They're going to block all content surrounding self-harm discussion. And I think we all have seen enough of what's going on in the UK to realize that they're still not protecting kids. The governments aren't doing anything to protect the kids are protecting themselves. So, second, as someone that has dealt with quite a lot of different stuff, one thing being self-harm, what people don't realize with the censorship is that it not only blocks the bad content that we don't like, that we don't want to see, that's quote-unquote good to block, this blocks discussion of these topics entirely. People that are self-harming and they want to reach out for help, they won't even be able to now. It'll just get blocked and taken down and censored. This is going to do the exact opposite, because this discourages people from reaching out and seeking help. And as someone that has dealt with personally stuff like this, I cannot imagine that this would be good for anybody. Especially kids, if this is... Let's pretend to believe the guys that this is all about the kids' safety. Which is just... it's pure bullcrap at this point. I am shocked if people still believe this is about the kids' safety. But let's pretend this is about the kids' safety. If a kid is in emotional distress, what is the first thing they're going to do? What if a kid has trauma or a bad experience with an adult or someone else or a different kid? Please enlighten me. How is a kid going to deal with this kind of situation? I guarantee you, I would bet money on this, one of the first things that a kid would do is go straight to making content about it and post-vent content on social media. I guarantee that is the first thing they do. The second thing they may do is go to a help forum or a Discord server. If they're dealing with a situation like that, they probably, if they have a bad family life or a bad home life, I've seen so many kid or minor content creators that vent through their art and vent through their expression. One of their few ways of coping that's actually healthy is actively being taken away from them. How is this for the kids? Literally, how is this a good thing? There are so many people that I've had people that my mood has shifted on social media and they contacted emergency services to make sure I was okay. They would try and message me to make sure I was okay. They would check up on me. They'd say, hey, are you doing okay? I myself have vented through my art and had people come to me in my comments and say, hey, I feel you there and I relate and I'm here for you and keep doing what you're doing and you're doing great. You won't be able to do that anymore. You won't be able to talk about this stuff. You won't be able to bring awareness to it. You won't be able to encourage people to get help. You won't be able to encourage people to talk about their issues. Instead, it's just sit down, shut up, pretend it's not happening. And what do you think that's going to result in? How do you think that is going to end? In a YouTube-friendly term, people are going to shut off their game, unplug the controller. They're going to be done. And if you think any other thing is going to happen, you're dead wrong. Because I guarantee you these people do not have people in their life that are close to them, that are not online friends, IRL, that are IRL people, they do not trust. They do not want to talk to. They don't feel comfortable talking to. And you're stripping away their ability to be able to reach out on the internet and find a community and be accepted in a community. And this doesn't just go for self-harm. It starts with something that sounds bad, that should quote unquote be censored. It is going to infect other areas. We are actively seeing them censor a bunch of stuff. Texas just banned Dragon Ball Z for some reason. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, but I don't feel like there's material in there that's like, they are actively trying to take away our voices, and with self-harm specifically, because it is something that I have personally, it's something that's personal to me. It is something that I have personally experienced. I don't see a positive with removing content like that entirely, because on one hand, if you're banning the content that is encouraging it, that is a positive. I mean, I'm not saying censorship is good, but removing talk of like encouraging to self-harm, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Like, we don't want people to harm themselves. We don't want people to harm themselves. But in removing all of this content, you remove people being able to reach out for help and to seek help. You remove these communities that they go to. You remove communities that they feel comfortable in, that are helping them, that are encouraging them. Mental health gets messy. It does. And removing talk surrounding mental health is such a horrible step, because it's not going to end at censoring people that are encouraging it. It's going to end at censoring people that are either reaching out for help. It's going to censor hotlines. It's going to censor people that are giving alternate solutions to self-harm. It's going to end so poorly, and I can't express how we're already watching this happen with other stuff like anime and cartoons and media. It started off as, oh, we're banning the adult content, we're banning the bad content, and now look, people are being banned in the UK for Twitter posts, as people are actively coming after the kids and coming onto kids. Dude, I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. I need people to understand that this is the dumbest thing. This is the dumbest move you can make if this is for the sake of protecting people and protecting the kids, and, masquerading it as a positive thing, when really this is going to frick over so many young people and so many people and so many kids, and it's going to discourage people from reaching out and getting the help they need. This is the worst thing they could have done. Actually, no, probably not. They're probably doing worse stuff, but this is definitely up there. It is up there. But anyways, I just wanted to speak on this because from someone that has a self-harm perspective, this is going to do the opposite. So many people we're going to lose so many people through this. I guarantee you, if this passes, we're going to lose so many people.